Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to continue on our wholesale journey. In the past, I've covered a lot of different types of wholesale vendors, videos, whether that's plus size, children, baby, western, swimwear, graphic tee, blue jean, athleisure, athletic wear, active wear, etc. You get the drill. So today we're going to be talking about accessories. So we're going to look at some accessories wholesale brands and talk about where you can find new accessory wholesale brands. So with that, let's get started. Now, if you are looking for specifically like Western style accessory wholesale vendors, I would recommend actually checking out my Western wholesale vendor video in general, because I believe at the end I covered a number of accessories brands specific to like the Western style. So definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. I will link it in the description bar down below. But let's take a look at what's first on my list, and this is actually going to be a brand called Shop Kennedy Elise. And with her products, she actually sent me a couple of samples. So I wanted to start off with her brand first, and then we'll go ahead and start to take a look at all of the others on my list. But if you're interested in like headbands and cute scrunchies, I definitely recommend checking her out. I can link to her Instagram as well as her website, but she's got super fun prints that you can definitely wear for spring. So those were two headbands. She also sent me two scrunchies. So I think this one's my favorite. Super cute. So yeah, if you are interested in scrunchies and headbands with fun prints, definitely check her out. Next on the list, so I was thinking about what order to go in today, because basically I wanted to share a number of, let's say, wholesale brands that I have found at Mart. So I think we'll just start with those, and then I'll share some that I have been recommended like through my boutique network basically. So let's see. The first one is called Cora's Den. So I will link to, let's see, if you download my wholesale vendor list, you will find all of the vendors I'm going to cover today on that list. It's going to be on the accessories tab. So if you don't want to take notes, you can download that list and check out all of these vendors. And I'll have a link to them as well. So the first one's Cora's Den. Next up we have one called Jazzy Pink. I also have one called Fame Accessories. There is one specific for eyewear, and it looks like it's Freyer's eyewear, but I might be pronouncing that wrong. The next one is Silver and Accessories. Then we have Bow Bags. So if you're looking for some bags, this might be a brand for you. We also have Dylan Jewelry. And then, again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Chan Set Pearls. And then we have My Girl in LA Accessories. I've seen this brand a bunch. And then lastly, totally gonna botch this, but it looks like it's Tegua by Soraya Sedino. Again, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that's the last brand that I found at Mart. And for those of you that aren't familiar with what I mean when I say Mart, so basically there are these vendor trade shows, and there's specifically one in Atlanta called America's Mart, and they have the Atlanta Apparel Mart 4 or 5 times per year. And if you're interested in looking to see if there are any marts near you, because there are a bunch all over the country in places like Nashville, Chicago. There's a small one, I believe, in Chicago. Haven't actually been personally. There's a really big trade show that goes to Vegas every year. There's the LA apparel area within LA. And let's see, there's one in New York and Dallas, of course. Dallas is a big one. So Dallas also has a permanent one, just like Atlanta does. But basically, they have these big trade shows, and I always go when I have an opportunity to, and I will look for wholesale vendors for my clothing boutique. And while I'm there, there are a number of accessory brands. So that's how I found all of these brands. And now we're going to move on to talk about some of the ones that have been recommended to me. So with these, I haven't personally tried them, so I really can't vouch for quality per se, but they have been recommended by me by people that have used these brands. So just take that with a grain of salt. The first one is called L & Co Showroom, and I do have a link to their Facebook page. Then we've got one called Joa Accessories. And I think with this one, the note that I have about this one is that some of the quality is better than others, but they definitely have nice hats, sunglasses, purses, bags, belts, and hair accessories. So it really just depends on what you're looking for, because I know some people are focused more on like jewelry and some people are focused more on these other types of accessories. So you kind of, I think as you go on this journey of finding wholesale vendors, you're really going to have to spend a lot of time testing things out for yourself. And if a brand is ever willing to send you a sample, that's great, so you can kind of take a look at the quality. I definitely recommend going to those in-person marts. Again, just speaking to the marts, when you go in person, you get to actually feel the products. So if you're able to travel to one of the marts, I would definitely recommend this. I think what I was going to say earlier and I forgot is that I have a video that has all of the dates that I can link to in the description bar as well. And these are the dates for 2023, but next year I'll create another video that lists all of the dates for 2024 as well. So if you're watching this in the future, I should be creating this list every single year. So it's basically just going to be the trade show 2023, 2024 wholesale vendor dates. So definitely check that out for my channel. Make sure, and I'm just going to pause here and say, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do, so you get all of the helpful tips and tricks and all of the information I share. I talk a lot about wholesale vendors as well as just tips for online store owners, whether that's related to Shopify, marketing, social media, things like that. I pretty much cover everything that you could possibly need to know as you are owning and operating an online store. Okay, so next up I think this one is a drop shipping wholesale vendor, and the name of it is Dropship Happens. So I think they have different types of products, but supposedly they sell accessories as well. Again, I haven't personally tried this brand, but you are welcome to. And then the next one is called Bella Fawn Wholesale, and I'm pretty sure that they drop ship as well, but I'm not 100% positive. And then I think this is the last one on my list. It is called Blissful Soul Wholesale, and that is a Facebook group as well. So with a lot of these brands, you usually will go to their website, create an account, and then you can browse their product pricing at wholesale. But some wholesale brands, typically more of like the, I don't want to say mom and pop wholesale brands, but essentially, you know, the smaller wholesale brands, they often will have a Facebook group instead of a website, or maybe they have both. But it's always interesting to join some of these Facebook groups, see if you kind of like their products, see what people are chatting about on the post, and then you can kind of see for yourself if you like the products and you like the vibe of the people in the group, then you can stay in the group, or you can always remove yourself from the group if it turns out you don't really like that style. Alright, and I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something important that I wanted to talk about. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions. And, oh, I think you can also, if you're not really a fan of these wholesale brands that I've talked about today, or you're looking for something very specific, you can, of course, always search on Faire or an online wholesale marketplace like Fashion Go, LA Showroom, Orange Shine, etc. to see if you can find what you're looking for if you're looking for something very specific. So don't forget to check out those places and search for whatever you're looking for as well. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure, again, please subscribe. It helps my channel out a lot, and I'm able to create more videos for you guys when you guys subscribe. So with that, I'll see you next time.